But see, you're the perfect witness. You got this great record, national expert. You see it. You have integrity. You tell the truth. And I bet it got you blackballed. But it didn't get you blackballed with God, though. Or with all the parents out there that appreciate you and all the gun owners that appreciate you. Because this was clearly their PR false flag. Listen, Obama has been caught at least 6 times staging fake shootings, fake bombings, and chemical attacks. It's even been in the BBC that NATO and Turkey were involved staging false flags. This is mainstream news. So if they'll stage false flags or launch a chemical attack that kills civilians to blame Assad and the army, would they stage something in America to get our guns? You'd have to be, if they'd stage Fast and Furious that they admit killed 2,000 plus Mexicans, over 100 law enforcement in Mexico, at least 6 law enforcement in this country, 2 of them Border Patrol, to blame the Second Amendment as CBS News found the secret documents leaked by good members of the ATF. If they would do that, would they stage this? Wolfgang.
Can I tell you what? If we allow this to stand and if we don't challenge it, who's going to be next? What are they going to do next to us? And I think this government thinks people are not smart enough to figure it out. And I thank God that you're there, Alex, because you got the voice and you can reach people. I'm disappointed in the NRA. I've asked them for financial help, donations, so we can file our first civil lawsuit. If you were in my house today, Alex, I'll show you all the evidence that 2 Connecticut state troopers gave to me. They showed me the script they used on that day. They used a script. And there's a company called...
Let's stop right there. The amount of evidence you've gotten, and you've been threatened. Recap the threats and then tell you what those state troopers gave you.
Well, the threats are, I mean, you and I would never be talking if they didn't send those 2 homicide investigators. And I'm going to tell you what, they threatened me. They said if I don't stop asking questions about Sandy Hook, the Connecticut State Police were coming to my home and they're going to arrest me. Then I had 2 deputy sheriffs come to my house telling me that the Newtown police chief wants to know when I'm coming to Newtown. And then they asked if I owned any handguns. And I said, it's none of y'all's business. And then I got a phone call from the sergeant from the Southbury Police Department telling me that I never, ever need to call the Chatfield Porta Potty Company again and asking who ordered the porta potties, when were they ordered, and who paid for them. They said, stop harassing the porta potty company. That's public record. This paid for with taxpayer dollars.
They're trying to block your investigation.
Every step. And I think, Alex, we do have a solution, and I just hope people would help me. I was hoping the NRA would help us. I was hoping Larry LaPratt would step up. And the civil lawsuit is going to expose it. And
we're going to talk about that in the next segment, but let's get into what these state troopers gave you.
Well, the state trooper showed me where the script is within the 11,000-page document. You know, the Sandy Hook Commission the governor appointed, they actually called this 11,000-page document the biggest data dump that the Connecticut State Police and Stephen Sudensky, the Danbury State Attorney, they created the biggest data dump. It doesn't make any sense. You'll spend the rest of your life trying to read it to try to understand it.
Sure, I mean, that's a tactic in depositions, is to dump so much on people they can't.
And they did, and they dumped it. So when I flew up to Hartford, Connecticut, I met with 2 Connecticut troopers, and they trusted me because they were in my class. I was their instructor in 2002, and they said, Wolfgang, we don't like what they're doing in Connecticut. They're corrupt. It's nothing but corruption in Connecticut. And you know what? They don't work up there anymore. They quit after we met. They're tired of it. They're scared. They've got families. They've got kids. But dear God, they told me about Capstone. They told me about the scripts. They showed me where the evidence is. They showed me the pictures about Shannon Hicks and how she could not have taken those pictures on that day. I mean, thank God these guys trusted me.
And as you dig deeper, what else are you discovering?
Well, what we're discovering is that sworn affidavits by Connecticut police officers, they're actually lying under oath. Now, being a former state trooper, I'm going to tell you, Alex, I would never do that. I am not going to put my family at risk and lie on an affidavit to please who? I think maybe they've got immunity. Somebody must have done something to where these guys are so cocky, they could care less. They don't return phone calls. But I tell you what, there are 16 Connecticut state troopers who lied under sworn testimony. And I can prove that because Alex, picture this. 16 of them said they crawled through that shot-out glass window on December 14, 2000.
You can see the window that nobody's crawled through it, and nobody could because it was shattered glass. It would all fall.
Right. It's 42 1/3 inches high, 35 1/3 wide. There's these SWAT teams and kinetics. These are big guys with their weapons.
Midgets couldn't go through there without knocking it down.
All right, so now what do we have? We have 16 people with sworn affidavits who outright lied, which is a felony. Now, guess what? What do we do with that? We need to take them. This should be enough evidence to start a grand jury. I just need help. I need the voices. I need help. And now with the FBI data showing that there are no murders in Newtown, I mean, come on. This is common sense.
Incredible. We're going to come back and talk about how folks can support you. And I do want to send some reporters up there with you as part of an investigation soon. Wolfgang is our guest. SandyHookJustice.com supporting. He has a lot of courage and a sterling record. He's putting it all on the line to expose what we all know is pure bull.
Are you happy doing your laundry with perfume detergents that irritate your skin? Are you happy washing your hands with stinking fragrances that gives your skin rashes? Are you happy paying new, higher prices for smaller boxes? Find your happiness today with our 1 to 4 year supply of pure soaps or our 1 to 2 month sampler with bar soap, shampoo, laundry, and dish soap at 5starsoap.com. You deserve the best. Happiness is 5starsoap.com.
That's the sound of your door being kicked in by an intruder with a single kick. Criminals know that your wooden door frames are weak and your alarm system can't keep them out. That's the sound of the same door now protected by the Door Sentinel. Standard locks, deadbolts, and alarm systems can't prevent forced entry. Harden your door and door jamb with a Door Sentinel. Protect your home now at mysafedoor.com. Go to mysafedoor.com for a special limited time offer. The Door Sentinel, your home's first line of defense.
The human body is extraordinary. Despite all the stresses we inflict upon it, it still works hard to stay in balance. Thousands upon thousands of people rely upon Heart and Body Extract to help their body stay balanced. This excellent 100% natural herbal formula helps maintain healthy blood pressure levels, cleans arteries, promotes good circulation, balances cholesterol, and more. HB Extract, paired with healthy lifestyle choices like good nutrition and exercise, can give you a life free of pain, sickness, and fear. Recapture your youthful vitality and experience your body healing itself with the aid of HB Extract. It's extremely effective and it starts working in just days. Visit hbextract.com to learn more and to read scores of testimonials from satisfied customers. And we've never increased our price in over 10 years. That makes Heart and Body Extract as great a value now as it was the first day we sold it. A healthy heart is a happy heart. Call 866-295-5305 or go to hbextract.com.
Listen up, all you preppers and survival enthusiasts. Sigma 3 Survival School has a brand new survival instructor training program that will teach you everything you need to know about survival and then license you to teach our survival programs so you can make a substantial profit from it. If you have always wanted to learn to be completely self-reliant and would like to make money at it, then check out Sigma 3 Survival School Survival Instructor Program at survivalschool.us or call 479-561-3886 today.
Our big story. Gun owners react as politicians continue to ban high-capacity magazines state by state.
I think that these weapons ought to be stopped.
Magazine restrictions have already happened in 9 states. Staffed with former special operations personnel, GunMagWarehouse.com is the only company that specializes in gun magazines. GunMagWarehouse.com has the largest selection of the magazines you should stock up on. Go now to GunMagWarehouse.com before it happens in your state. Get it before you regret it.
By the way, our flagship product that's so hard to get, we haven't been out of it for 12 months, a small portion of it has gotten in and will sell out in the next day or so, probably quicker. But if you want to get DNA Force and other InfoWarsLife.com products, InfoWarsLife.com, and your purchase helps fund this whole operation, and it takes a lot of money to run an independent operation. We're not taxpayer funded like NPR or MSNBC that most folks don't know is partially taxpayer funded. We get zero taxpayer money, ladies and gentlemen. It's all free will. And a product I'm really proud of with the winter coming up and all the stuff that's going on is Lung Cleanse. Go read about this product. It's so easy to use. 3 shots in the mouth and then inhale. Just a little bit, then goes down in the lungs. Amazing. InfoWars Life Lung Cleanse. InfoWarsLife.com or 888-253-3139. That's 888-253-3139. Going back to Wolfgang W. Halbig, one of the top school safety experts in the country, who just looked at this and says the whole school's a cutout. It's completely staged, and you add all the other evidence to it. It's really overwhelming. Wolfgang, talk about how you can file a civil lawsuit here, where your investigation's going, but also how people support you, and how did they think they'd get away with something this big, this brazen, this obvious? And I think it's been a bloody nose to them, and I saw national polls where a large group of people don't believe it. Videos all over the web with tens of millions of views a piece in some cases, showing the evidence it's a hoax. I mean, I think this teaches them not to stage stuff.
Well, now, for the first time, Alex, we actually have the script. And there's a company called Obsidian that works out of Washington, D.C. Now, that is probably one of the most powerful organizations you need to check out, because they're writing all of the scripts. Whenever FEMA or Homeland Security has a major crisis or problems, Benghazi, these people are out there writing the scripts.
Funny name, Obsidian means black.
Well, can I tell you what? Now, they're a scary group, and you need to check them out. They wrote the script for Sandy Hook. And when you read the script, you've got lead actors, you got supporting actors. I mean, everything falls into place. You don't even see the chief of police, the captain, and 4 lieutenants. You don't hear a word from any of those until an hour and a half into the shooting event.
Sure, I want to be clear about Obsidian, though, because I've heard of the group, but I'm not saying they've done anything. It is creepy. It's a black pyramid's their symbol. But if you expand on all this, it's like Hollywood's been asked to write scripts that the CIA later uses in real operations. So they're writing the main scripts, and then they're getting picked up. I mean, that doesn't prove that they somehow were involved just because they wrote the script, right?
Well, I'm not saying I can't prove that they did exactly that. But when you look at Obsidian, I saw their name in the 11,000 pages. And that's where I tied them together. Now, how did the word Obsidian show up in that type of police report? I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
It's a super creepy name, super creepy symbol.
Well, when you look at the management staff of Obsidian, that's a powerful group of people. Their pictures are posted, their backgrounds. That is a very powerful group.
Well, I know this. I've seen CNN and others run hoaxes. I've seen the White House do it, and it's getting more blatant. So I think something would be wrong with us not to question all these. And then you look at the green screens and just the lies and the fake videos, and you're really sure, though, nobody died? It was a total cutout.
I'm telling you, nobody died. And you know why? I'm going to tell you this. I've been a school administrator for 30-some-odd years. When I have a child with a broken arm, or I've got a fight on the school bus, or a child's been stabbed or shot, the first thing we get ready for are lawsuits. Alex, if there would have been just 2 or 3 lawsuits filed by the parents or loved ones who lost someone that day at Sandy Hook, I'd go away.
Oh, there'd be 100 lawsuits right now. I didn't even think of that. Well, there's no lawsuits. It's like a Manhattan Project simulation hoax. I only have 5 more minutes. Overdrive, Infowars.com/show to find it. Subscribe to the Nightly News. We're fearless, folks. Support us. Support Wolfgang.
Today.
This is not a game. They are hopping mad. We're covering this.
DNA Force.
When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in.
DNA Force.
No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies.
DNA Force.
We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139.
DNA Force.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put 2 and 2 together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor just won't quit.